As I came to the end of my medical training, I did a locum on a ward with lymphoma leukemia patients. Staging classifications for malignant disease were coming in, multi-drug chemotherapy, new drugs being developed, and it was just very exciting because essentially you knew you were living through the time period of change in medicine.
And what I do is to translate scientific discoveries into tests that are used to diagnose people and to treat people.
We've been incredibly fortunate that we were at the center of a number of discoveries over the years, including, most prominently, the characterization of the modern antiretroviral therapy that emerged in 1996. That was life-transforming for people infected with HIV. Eventually, it was adopted throughout the world.
So my first real job was actually here in BC at St. Paul's in UBC, where I was brought specifically to help to integrate clinical research into clinical care. I was able to actually create a real evidence-based model for assessing models of care and how to best take care of people with kidney disease.
And then I went on and was head of hematology for 18 years and helped build a bone marrow transplant program, which was really the first bone marrow transplant program in Canada. And we trained a lot of people who went out and started other transplant programs in Canada and the rest of the world.
We are now using genomics to identify at the time of diagnosis whether the infection is new or old, and to understand how the infection is transmitted within the population. And together with health authority partners and the BC Centre for Excellence in HIV/AIDS, this should give us the opportunity over the coming 10 to 15 years to make hepatitis C a disease of the past.
Over the last 3 decades, we went from a hypothesis to a tool to control our domestic epidemic, and now to the cornerstone of global policy.
The community here is remarkably supportive. When I started the company, I was a clinician. I'd never had biotech experience, and when I started the company in 2007, I found the community really, really supportive.
And it means professionally for me and my network that it's a validation that we're doing a good thing and a right thing, and that we can keep going.
We have a gold mine in a government asset called health science administrative data. It can translate discoveries into better patient care, and ultimately using evidence to improve the way we make programs and policies in our province.
The province now has a tremendous opportunity to move very quickly into that space and become a leader. It's an area in which we could lead the world, and it's one of those opportunities that doesn't come along very often, if at all.